Everybody. I am doing a makeup tutorial that is for beginners. So I'm going to start with that with my contacts on. So we're going to start with prepping the face. I learned these little tricks on TikTok. So this is just for me to prep my face. I do have flaws, as you can tell. So I'm going to try my best to cover this stuff up. This is step by step. This is how I do my makeup. You don't have to do it this way. You can rearrange however you like. But this is how I do it, how I've learned after watching so many videos and so many MUAs. I do tie my hair back. The less makeup on, the better. So we're going to start with a tip so that you don't get oily throughout the day if you're an oily person. I'm a combination skin. Right now it is so hot in Texas. So these tips really help me not to melt my makeup off, if you would. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to teach you how I do it with my makeup and just enjoy. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to add aloe vera to my face. This is the one that I use. I purchased this at the Dollar Tree. It's a awesome Dollar Tree find, and it rehydrates my skin. At least that's how I feel it does. So I'm going to add. Also, if you have a sensitive face, as you can tell I do, try your best to not add your hands dirty, okay? All over your T-zone, all over the face, and then let it dry. Next, I like to use this as a moisturizer. I find this little travel size at the Dollar Tree also, so it works for me. I like it because it does help with like these dark spots that I have, so I like to use it for that. A little goes a long way, so I just get about a dime size, if even that, and I put it on my face. Make sure you focus on your most driest spots, which to me is here. These are the most driest for me. Okay, so after you moisturize, I like to add a little bit of this before the setting spray. I use this in just a little bit, not a lot, all over. Okay, just like so. Don't put it away too far because you're going to need it again. And then I'm going to add setting spray. I use this e.l.f. setting spray. And you're going to set it on your face. Let it dry. And next, I'm going to add my primer. You use whatever primer works for you. I have this 3-in-1 from Wet n Wild. So this is also a primer, and I'm going to use this. But if you have a dewy or a little cream, then you just add it to your face. Okay, so I'm going to prep my face with a little bit of concealer. This is the one that I use. And I also like to add these 2 primers before my foundation because so this is the green one and the light doesn't do it. And then this is the peach. And I've added both. So I added to my dark spots. Just all over. All right, and I'm gonna pat with my fingers. If you're different, if you are don't like to do it with your hands, you don't have to, but I like it. It just works for me, so it's whatever works for you, okay? Okay, and just dab it all along. And then I like to let it sit. I like to let it sit and let it dry before I add my foundation, otherwise you're just going to smear all over, okay? So let's not. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to dab a little on the trouble areas. So. Okay, and just let it sit for a few minutes to dry on your face before you add your foundation. All right, and I'm back. I've let it sit for about 5 minutes. That's why my face is always the first thing to do. If I think I have other things to do, I do this whole prep face thing before I put my foundation on. This is the foundation that I'm using. This is what I use for a foundation. I have different colors for different seasons, if that makes sense. Sometimes I do have to mix and match. Okay. This technique is dab your life away. Excuse me. I do have falsies on. It's time for a refill actually, but I'm not going to be adding falsies. Blend on everything. Okay. it's blended the way that I feel is good. I'm going to add some concealer before I bake. These wedges are really great to add concealer. I personally love them, and this is what I'm going to use. Again, I said don't put the Airspun too far away, and this is what I'm going to use to bake. But first, concealer. Alright, so concealer it is. I'm going to go back again with this concealer that I have. This is pretty cool. I like it. I've tried several. This is my favorite. Just conceal where necessary. Again, I use my finger. So I don't know if the light is not doing, this should help the lighting a little bit. Okay. Ready? And in case I'm confusing you, I have a mirror in front of me, and I have a smaller one to the side of me. So I'm just trying to do my own thing, but where you can see also. I don't focus on my lids right now, and that's because I'm gonna clean my brows when I do them, and I'm gonna use the leftover concealer for that. Alright. Alright. Now I'm gonna add my bake. Okay. Alright, you see? This is going to stay on for the remainder of the time I do my makeup. Messy, but I love it. Okay. Okay. So next are my brows. This is my go-to. I love this one. It's in the shade Taupe. I ran out of it and I couldn't find it. So in the meantime, I was using this. And this is pretty awesome too. It just gives me that extra dramatic look, and I really want to keep it subtle today. This is a simple makeup look for you guys to follow and get started from somewhere before it gets really, really difficult. And so I really want to keep it neutral for you guys. Okay. So this is it. Already 23 minutes. I don't think that's right, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to bring this mirror forward so that I can concentrate, but then I want you guys to see how I do my first brow, okay? I outline first. And what I did is I'm marking a line where my arch is going to be, and then I'm going to outline the rest. Also, I learned this is a new tip. My brow begins here, but I'm not going to start the top of my arch there. I'm going to do it like midway, right here. So like a third of the way. Okay, all the way down, and I'm going to leave this kind of light. Okay, so you see my outline, how I've done my outline. Now I'm going to start to shade, going up like hair streaks right here.
Jen,
What?
you're Lala.
Hmm?
You're Lala.
Yeah.
Eh.
Okay, so you see that I have shaded this in. So now I'm going to, with this brush, clean it, and then I'm going to clean it with concealer. Okay. Alright, now trust the process. It looks kind of crazy, but when I clean it, it's going to look a lot better. So for the sake of the time of this video, I'm going to pause it, do my other brow, and you're going to see, I'm going to wait to clean them, clean one in front of you. This is the concealer that I use to clean my brows. It's Maybelline Camouflage color, light to medium. This is my go-to. I love it. It's hard to find now. I'm trying to find it desperately. This is the brush that I use. It's really a flat brush. I love it. It's to clean the brows. It's a Precision Crease number 246, if that makes any sense to you. It doesn't make sense to me. I just use whatever works. Alright, I've done this one. It still needs a little bit of touch-up. I do have hair right here. It's really not that much. I'm going to touch it up, but I want to show you how I clean this brow. I put concealer on my hand, just so. Use my handy-dandy brush. And I just dab my tips. Like so. Okay. I'm going to brush. So you see my hair here. I'm going to fix that. Okay, so you have to play around with your brows.
Over here.
Okay. One moment. Okay, this is really the hardest part of my makeup is just to get the brows to look decent. Okay. What you do to one, you do to the other. Alright, I have this much left. This is all I need of residue to do my eyelids. This is my brows. Can you tell? They're not perfect, but, you know, they're more sisters than twins and not like cousins. Get the residue, tap it. You need this for your shadow. If you do not prime your lids for your shadow, you're not going to be able to get a good pigment from your shadow. Okay. All right. There goes that. All right. We're going to move to our shadow. All right, let's finish this up. Usually, but when I'm done doing my brows, that's when I start attaching my lashes before I put anything else on. So I'll do the mascara, the glue on the lash, put it on there, the whole shebang. However, because I have falsies on, and they're not entirely off, I'm not going to put anything on. I'm going to leave this as is. So we're just going to continue on to the shadow part. When I do a natural look, I like to keep it really, really neutral. These are the colors. I'll probably be using this one. But I do put down a base color, which in this case, the base color is going to be this one. And I like to use a brush like this. If you have hooded eyes, you might want to use a smaller brush that looks like this, a lot thinner. But because I don't have hooded eyes, this works great. So we're going to go in with this first one as a base color. Just like this. and make sure that there's no crease lines from the concealer, because it'll mess up your whole eyeshadow look. If there is, just dab them away. Alright, I put it on. Now I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna go in with this one and then this one to blend. I'm gonna go in with this color. I'm going to go all the way up to the brow bone, but not entirely all the way to the brow, if that makes sense. Okay. You're just brushing that color all the way through. Okay, to the brow bone, but not all the way to the brow. Okay. So there you go. You're going to go in with a smaller brush. So it's just like the other one, except this is smaller because you're just going to do the crease. This is this brand. If it means anything to anyone, this is it. It doesn't mean anything to me. I just use what works. I love that it has this end and then it has this. So I also use this for my liner, bottom line lid. So I'm going to use this to go on the crease and blend. I'm going in with the darker color, which is going to be this one. And you're going to blend up. Okay, you're gonna start the crease. I like to do a V across, and then I start to blend, not too far up though. So again, start in the crease. This is where you want your darkest shade. And then I go into the tip. And then I go back up, and then I start circular motions going up. Circular motions going up. Okay, do you see? Compare this eye to this eye. Okay. So I hope that you're seeing. Okay. I'm going to do the same to the other eye. In the crease, I'm going to do a V, crease, and a V. And then crease, and go up in circular motions. Okay. Biggest tip, blend, blend, blend. That is the biggest tip I can give you. You blend, blend, blend until your hands hurt. That is the only way you're going to get a really good eyeshadow look. You can blend any colors together and make them work as long as your blending technique is down pat. So you blend and everything's going to look really nice. This is the most simple look, using some neutral colors, and it works. Like you don't have to use craziness. Okay. Alright. Now, I want to really, I guess, kind of like emphasize on, this is $1. This is LA Colors eyeshadow palette, mini palette, and I bought this at the Dollar Tree. If you use a technique of putting concealer or any kind of eyelid primer on your eye, it's going to really work. Concealer works for me. There's no need for me to spend double on concealer. I mean on an eyelid primer. When I have concealer, it works fine, and I get the excess from my brows when I clean them. So, do you see how pigmented this eyeshadow is? And it's only $1, so there's no need to spend a lot of money on makeup. Like, you guys can use drugstore makeup and it's gonna work just fine. These are really good, and I really do love them. So this is how it works. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the dark shade, the one that I used, and I'm going to put it on my bottom waterline. Ready? Okay, and do you see? Ready? Okay. So there goes that. And I love it. I'm going to put them up. Okay. Get the mascara for the bottom line, which is this one. It's pretty vulgar mascara. I like it. It's kind of dark, so I'm gonna add that. We're almost done, guys. All right. All right. So there's that. Now I'm gonna, before I take or blend this away, I'm going to add my contour. I also like this because it catches any fallout that you might have had with your stuff. So let's get our concealer, which is this is my brand, and I use this one, which, sorry guys, this one, which I hit pan on already. I'm so sad, but this is the one that I use. It's the contour. So I use a big brush like this. This is Wet n Wild brand, so nothing fancy. This is just a big brush I use. And in a circular motion all the way to your hairline. Upwards. 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 Again. Ready? Circular motions. And then I like to go up here. Circular motions. Okay. Alright. We're done with that. Now we're going to get another brush and wipe it out. The same brush we used to apply the foundation at the very beginning, if you remember. This is the same brush we're going to use to brush it off. You're going to brush it off, blending. Okay, just like that. Take off all the excess. Okay, the same. Okay. So my other technique that I like is the excess of the concealer. I like to brush over the brows. So just makes it that much better. Okay. It just sets them, in my opinion. Okay. Alright. So also, don't forget to contour the nose. I use this from AOA. This is the brand that it is. I got this off of Miss A, where everything's $1. It was a set. Love it. So ready, you're going to just go from here. Same on the other side. Okay. And then use your large brush and just blend it. Alright, so there goes my look. Next I'm going to do highlight. Now this is another trick I like to use. These are my highlighting brushes. It's just a little set from Tuscan Hills. I think it was a Walmart thing. So it's Tuscan Hills brand. And then these are it. This is I use for my nose, my lip line. This I use for my inner water lid. And then this I use for my brow bone. Okay? So it's going to, where you didn't go all the way up on your eyeshadow, you're going to use this with highlight. Now, I do have different highlights. This is the Pretty Vulgar highlight in this color. However, I don't prefer it. I prefer the Wet n Wild brands. I love Wet n Wild. So, in this color, this was a special edition that just came out this year. So, I got it in this one and I love it. It's Illuminati. Another technique is to spray your highlight with your setting spray. A couple pumps. Also spray your brushes. A couple pumps. And then you're going to dab, and it's going to bring out the pigment in your highlight. Okay. Inner waterline. Okay. All right. Next is the waterline. Okay, and then where your arch is, all the way to the tip. Okay. Ready? All right. And there's that. Lastly, I'm going to do my lips. This is another tip for if you like if you have small lips. My top lip is a little smaller than I like. So I'm going to add liner, or you can use the actual I'm going to use this. Yes, I did. Got it for a steal. It's a L'Oreal brand, Infallible. And this is in the color and it's box chocolate. So you're gonna add the line. You're gonna just do it, go all in the line, a little bit wider, a little bit wider, And that's what you're going to do. And that's what's going to help you get a little bit bigger line. Actually, I think I'm going to use these two. This is an e.l.f. brand that I love. And that's the color. Which is Pearline. And then this is a Let's Do Makeup collab with Live Glam. It came in a set. This is in the color Crystal. So I'm going to do the outer line with the darker shade, which is this one. And then I'm going to do the inner with the lighter shade. Or fill it in. So ready? Go wider than... and a wider top line. Okay. And then I'm going to go in. Do you see? I'm going to go in with this one and fill. Okay. Now with your concealer, the ones that you use to line it up, grab that and clean your line if you have a trembly hand like me. So this brush and just clean the line. So there goes this. And this, you guys, is my final look. Okay, you see? So that's my final look. You just do something cute with your hair or whatever. Now if you have makeup, which you will, I like to grab a makeup wipe. This is a brand that I use also from Dollar Tree. It is the best. The best. It just doesn't make my face feel irritated for any reason. And it's $1, so just go all along and wipe off your hair to wipe off the makeup before you do anything to your hair. Don't mind my roots. Okay. All right. there's that. So I hope that you guys, for the sake of this video, I'm not doing anything with my hair, and I'm working, in the middle of working, so when I'm done I will do something with my hair. I will also somehow add the final look to picture frame in this video. If you want to see anything else, or if you have any other questions or anything, please comment below. Or if you need me to repeat any tricks, comment below. This was kind of a long video, but it's really because I want you guys to understand the different tricks and stuff that there is. I wish I could get... It's the end of these lashes, so they're not working with me. But, they are gonna work. Okay, so, if you have, like I said, if you guys have any questions, or if you have any more tips for me, I'm open to it. Like, I love watching new MUAs and other videos to get more tips and tricks. So let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you want me to get more technical, I can. I do this for my sister also because she just started to do makeup, full face, full beat makeup, and I want to like teach her the ropes and step-by-steps and stuff, and I thought this video would really help other people that might want to also start on full face makeup. So go ahead and comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and give me ideas of anything that you would like for me to try makeup wise. I'm open to the idea. I can do a video on something new for me, but show you my techniques. So I hope this helped everyone or anyone. And okay, so here it is. I don't know that the light will do any difference. I'm sorry, guys. I'm on my vanity and it just shows me, but this is it. I see that it looks really good. I'm satisfied with it. So there goes that. I hope y'all liked it. Okay, well, like, subscribe, share, comment below if you used my tips to do your makeup. I love to hear all about it. Bye, guys.